Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Don't just sit around. You know what? Okay. Yesterday I talked about multiple income streams. I talked about getting a part-time job if you have the time to do so. I talked about, developing a little business, and there's multiple ways you can do that. I had mentioned briefly affiliate marketing. Like you might have just an ordinary website or blog or something, and you can put links on there to other sites. Like I said, I do that. I get a little bit of money from Amazon when someone clicks on a link. So a little bit, but I got multiple ones. But the thing is, you're doing something. One of the saddest things I see is a lot of people have free time. They have free time. I wish I had as much free time as some of these people. Shoot. But then, my free time, I put it into my multiple income streams. Because, too many people sit around. I'm going to tell you what. First of all, when people say, well, there's no jobs, I can't make money. There's a ton of jobs out here. It's scary. It's scary who's trying to hire. But see, a lot of people getting all those unemployment benefits and they don't think they can work or they don't want to do something. Look, sometimes you got to work to make money. As long as the job isn't too egregious, you might have to take it temporarily. Now, I've always talked about doing something that you really like, but sometimes you got to do what's necessary in order to get to what you like. But whatever the case, you don't want to sit around. And I've mentioned this lesson I got from my dear grandmother, and she told this to a few other people. She said, look, if you got time, if you got extra time, get a part-time job and make it your fun job. Get a part-time job and make it your fun job. You got time. I've always talked about when I was working in the government. Now I'm making good money, but then I got a part-time job at a gym, and then I still had my publishing business. I had time. Having that time, making that time was very key. That's a very important thing. You got time. What you want to do? Sit around and just watch TV? Unless your job is to do TV reviews on a blog or something. And that could be a job. That could be something you can make money with. At least it's productive. But how many people are sitting around, they just watching a program just to be watching it? I can see watching a different program every now and then. I do that. Heck, before I recorded this, I sat and watched Rick and Morty. And then I jumped right back into it because I had just finished something before and I needed a break. But, how many people sit around and they just, watch some stuff, watch some dumb stuff, vegetate, I don't know, do some stuff. They just sitting around. I see a lot of people just sitting around and I'm like, you could be doing something. I couldn't live that type of life. Just me. I got to stay busy. If I'm sitting down, the busy mindset, workaholic mindset I got, if I'm sitting around, usually if I'm sitting down, I'm still, nothing's on. I usually just fall asleep. Usually if I'm sitting down, I'm falling asleep. I got to stay busy. And you got to, especially if you're young. There's so much you could do. Even if you just spending time thinking, you know what, I'm going to research some job, some business idea, or, you know what, even though this is the money channel, sometimes you might just want to increase your knowledge or get an education. But you should be, but you need to do that. You need to do that. This is very key. Too many people just sitting around. They're not doing anything. They're not making good use of their time. They're not being productive. Is that how you want to live? And I'm serious. Is that how you want to live? Do you want to live that way? You could be doing something. You could be making money. You could be researching how to make money. There's so much money out there, but you have to, and it's unlimited what you can make, but you have to do the work. As you're listening to me, okay, fine, you listen to me. I appreciate the support, especially if y'all sit through the commercials. But after you finish listening to me, My videos are typically less than 10 minutes. What you going to do then? Now, if you're on your job listening or on your way to your job or working out, doing something productive, okay, that's one thing. Your free time, okay, you sitting around. Are you thinking about what your skills are? Are you writing down your skills? Are you researching a business you can get into? Are you thinking about how you could structure your money better so you can actually do something with it? You know, you messing with your budget. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe I can get more money. I cut this, do this. That's important. That's important. You know, are you thinking about ways to, increase your bottom line? Are you thinking about businesses? Are you thinking about jobs you could possibly do? You know? Thing is, don't waste your time with stuff. You want to stay busy. And yeah, you want to be entertained. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be working all the time. And that's actually something. That's actually, if you're entertaining yourself, that's better because you do need relaxation. And my workaholic self is saying that. But you do need some relaxation. You need to take a break sometime. But it's still not sitting around. Because when I say sitting around, I do mean you're just sitting around. You're not doing anything. You're not making anything happen. That's very important. You want to stay busy. You want to stay productive. You want to find stuff that you need to do. All right? So, yeah. You want to think in terms of making that money. Like I always end by saying, let's go make that money. I don't just say it to say it. Think about what you can do to make that money. Think about what your talents are. Think about how, it might be just increasing your time on the job that you have. Okay, think about how you can do that and then go do it. Educate yourself to see what else is out there. But there's so many things. But whatever you do, just don't sit around. All right? Yeah. I was moved to do that. Sometimes that's a message more for maybe one of my other channels, but I was moved to do that here. We can talk about money all day, but you got to stay in tune with what you want to do to make that money. So anyway, y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.